is there anything that you kind of have like disagreed with him on, or said, well, I wouldn't exactly put it that way? At what point did you like be like, oh, really, Charles?
Yeah. There's a few places. One, he preached a lot from the Song of Solomon or Song of Songs, and pretty well allegorized that or made some symbolic steps in that
Sure.
Kind of make you cringe at times, that that might not have been the best way to approach that text. Or there would be other times when you read the title, you think, okay, I know exactly what text he was going to preach from.
Mm-hmm.
But he preached a sermon that would have gone better with another text, but he kind of imposed that theme there. So there were times that he did that. And so those would be two examples. And then the whole idea of the only time he preached a series of sermons was almost by accident. When you're looking at just the running list of his messages, they were all independent of each other. Those were some things that, I saw lacking in my life when I was doing that. And so to see that, I've wondered what it would have been like if he had preached through books in the Bible as so many do today. And then, just his health. One of the things I think preachers or pastors struggle with is maintaining their own health, because we sit a lot, we eat well, we're in people's homes, we're being treated to
people
meals.
Serve us cakes all the time.
Yeah. And when I moved here, a lady asked me what my favorite pie was, and I said I love those round ones. I mean, I can overdo it. You go to a potluck meal and you learn early on in ministry, the ladies are looking to see whose dishes you're eating from. And, and then just becoming, because you want to be a student of the word and immersed in prayer, just becoming inactive and maybe cutting some corners physically. And I know, the stress in his life, the battles that he fought, there was so much that contributed to it. But, again, you wonder if his life had been extended, what that would have looked like had he not died at 57. We know in God's providence and his timing, that was his time, but you do just wonder about his health and the challenges he faced there.
Hey, yeah. I was not expecting to go in that direction, but that's a very valid thing. I remember going to pastors' conferences back when I was younger and skinnier and being like, why is everyone so fat? And now I'm one of those fat middle-aged guys, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think one of the things is if that's the way if a preacher's on the level, if his bubble's in the middle. So one dad joke for the podcast there. But
so
I was
maybe this is inspiring.
Way.
Somebody's going to go out and go for a walk at the end of this podcast, and that's great.
And that's a big focus in my life right now. I'm 64. Two things I want to do is I want to live till I die, because I've seen a lot of pastors not do that. And then I want to finish strong. I've seen so many fall, and each time it breaks my heart, because I know we're all just a couple of decisions away from doing the same thing, of imploding. And again, it comes back to your walk with God. Any failure spiritually is begun with a step out of the prayer closet and a step away from the Word.